Hey guys, Jack here. Today I'm bringing you guys a video where I'm showcasing a bunch of mods. Not only just any mods, but mods that I've been playing with lately and that I also plan on doing a hardcore series with. Before we get into this video, I also wanted to make a quick announcement. I wanted to announce that I officially have a Discord. So with that being said, the link will be down in the description below, and you guys are more than welcome to join. Pretty much what entails the Discord is where you can keep up with my video uploads, announcements, what I've been up to, but not only that, it's a place where you can introduce yourself, share your own content, your art, videos, shorts, whatever the case may be, and be a part of this community. We want to share the love with you guys, and not only that, we want to help you guys grow as well. So yeah, click that link down below and come join our Discord. But let's get into the video. First mod is ambient noise. So this mod is ambient sounds. Ambient sounds pretty much just adds ambient sounds like wind blowing, birds swaying, and even underwater effects. The biggest thing that ambient sounds adds is the reverb effect with the caves. Not only does your footsteps echo, but so do the mobs. Appleskin mod. The Appleskin mod is a mod that affects your hunger bar. It tells you how much stamina you have before you lose a hunger health. Not only that, it tells you how much hunger each piece of food gives you and highlights the food and energy that you have as well on top of your hunger bar. Better advancements mod. So this mod is better advancements. So if you like part of Minecraft where you progress through the game, then this is the mod for you. Better advancements pretty much gives you advancements within different things within your mods. So as with this one, I have advancements when dungeons arise, Adora build structures, which also gives me more advancements, Minecraft comes alive, adventures, and also husbandry when it comes to farming. So if advancements is your thing for Minecraft, then this is definitely the mod for you, in my personal opinion. Better combat mod. Better combat mod adds animations when it comes to your fighting effects, when it comes to fighting animals and mobs as well. Better third person mod. So with better third person just allows you to have, well, a better third person camera. So pretty much with better third person, you can rotate the camera with this mod in a full 360, and wherever I look, my player model is going to go. I think better third person honestly makes the third person camera a lot smoother, and honestly just adds a nice little touch to the game. Better treasure map mod. Better treasure map is pretty much a mod that just makes treasure maps a lot more simple. So normally when you have a treasure map, it doesn't really tell you how far you are from the treasure or where to go. With better treasure maps, this mod allows you to find your treasure much easier. It tells you how many blocks you are. So for my treasure map, I'm 104 blocks away. As I get closer, it's going to tell me I get closer, and as I get farther, it'll tell me I get farther. This mod pretty much will just help you find which direction you need to go to find your treasure. Camera Utils. So the Camera Utils mod pretty much is just a nice zoom mod. Normally Optifine will give you the normal zoom, but the Camera Utils mod will allow you to zoom in with your scroll wheel. You can continue to scroll in, or you can scroll out and you can end up looking at things from a very far distance. Honestly, I think it's a very useful mod just to be able to view things or structures from a very far distance at a clear image. Camera Overhaul mod. Pretty much a really simple basic movement mod. It allows you to sway back and forth, pitch forward and back, and when you sprint, it just adds a little bit more movement. I think it's a great mod that adds pretty much just a basic little nice function to the game with movement and just better movement. It kind of adds a little bit more satisfaction to the first person experience within Minecraft. Cave dust. So this mod is cave dust. It's pretty self-explanatory. It just adds little dust particles in the cave that fall from the ceiling. I think it's a nice mod. It adds a nice little ambience to the caves with more than just sound, but also visuals. Comforts mod. With the comforts mod, it pretty much adds sleeping bags and hammocks. They come in 16 different colors, which the sleeping bag you can only place at night or during thunderstorms, and then the hammock you can place up against trees. The hammock in the sleeping bag does not set your spawn point, but it will allow you to sleep through the night. You can sleep at the hammock pretty much during any time, which I think is nice, and you can make it nighttime. The sleeping bag will not let you do the same. I think the sleeping bag and the hammock adds a nice little comfort to the game, and it's definitely a high recommend that I would add, personally. And it also gives you more sleeping options than just your ordinary bed. Diagonal fences mod. Diagonal fences. Also, another pretty self-explanatory mod. Diagonal fences will allow you to pretty much, instead of having your normal square-shaped fences, just as so, you can add diagonals to them. I think diagonal fences is a pretty cool one because you're not limited to your normal square fence pen pretty much for your animals. You can make it any way you want, any shape, and customize it how you please. And I think it adds a nice customizational mod to the game and still in a sense makes it kind of new. Eating animation. This mod is eating animation. Well, pretty self-explanatory mod. It just adds an eating animation. So any type of food you eat just genuinely dissipates in your hand as you eat it. I think it's a really cool mod. Adds a nice little visual feature and enhanced feature to the game instead of just normally eating food as you dew and see particles, you can actually see the food disappear from your hand. Fabric seasons. The seasons mod adds, well, seasons to Minecraft. There's many different things that come with seasons, and one is being obviously the different seasons of spring, summer, which also changes the colors of the leaves and the grass. The season fall, which again changes the leaves and the color of the grass to a more autumnish color. Instead of having super green leaves, you have more light green and orange leaves. And then the very last season being winter. When winter arises, and instead of it raining, which it does rain at times as well, it'll also snow, which will change your landscape to a snowy landscape and freeze all the water within your farms and your surrounding area. Falling leaves. Falling leaves mod pretty much just adds a nice visual effect of leaves falling from trees. Normally while the trees stand, they fall slightly as you see here. Once you cut down a tree and the leaves start to dissipate, bigger clumps of leaves tend to fall from where the tree used to be, as you can see. I think it brings in a nice visual effect for the environment within the game and makes it a lot more polished. Harvest with ease. Harvest with ease makes farming significantly easier when it comes to Minecraft. Most of the time you're having to break the crop and then replant it, to where harvest with ease, you simply right click, you harvest, get your seeds, and it automatically replants for you. This is with every crop as well. Sweet berries, I understand, they don't disappear. The other crops, they do when you break them. But with harvest ease, makes farming super easy, and you don't have to worry about losing seeds or breaking the soil. Incendium. The Incendium mod pretty much is a data pack that is packaged as a mod for both Fabric and Forge. It completely overhauls the Nether, but not only that, it has extended the Nether's generation height to 192 blocks, adds 8 new biomes and 9 new structures with new custom mobs, items, and advancements, and terrain. In addition, the mod is also completely for server side as well. The block generation for this mod is also vanilla blocks, so there's nothing new, and honestly, I think gives the Nether a very, very nice touch. Makes it a whole new terrain and world to practically explore, in my personal opinion. Normally, your normal Nether is your couple of biomes and your couple of fortresses. This mod adds 9 structures and 8 new biomes. I think that's insane, and I think this is a mod that I think everybody should have for the Nether. Legendary Tooltips. Legendary Tooltips adds, well, practically tooltips to your armor and your tools. As you can see, the iron helmet, it adds a nice little icon of the helmet rotating, a nice goldish border, and shows the enchanting as well. I honestly think it's a cool mod. Reason being is just that it adds a little effect to armor and tools and makes them honestly a bit more special in my personal opinion. MCA Reborn. So Minecraft Above and Beyond, or also known as MCA Reborn, is kind of a villager mod. First off, it'll give you this lovely loading screen, and pretty much you can pick your name, pick your gender, which if you're feminine or masculine, and then which player model you want to go with. I tend to go with players, so I can continue with my normal skin, press accept, and then you can customize a character, which normally is just for your offspring, not for your actual character. Not only can you customize your offspring, but you can also select their clothes. You can also customize how they look, change their eye color, their voice tone, and their voice. And you also can change their hair for masculine and feminine types of hair. You're also able to give them traits such as color blindness, lactose intolerance, dwarfism, make them albino, or even change their sexuality. Or even make them rainbow, and you can be like the sheep Jeb, and your hair color can just change, or your kid's hair color. Either way, you can also play as the player model that you do create. Me, I personally just don't. Once you've created your character or your offspring, if you decide to play as your normal skin, you can pick where you want to spawn. So normally, I mean, you can pick any type of village or city, or just somewhere which just randomly spawns you. For this purpose of the mod, I'll spawn at a village. So now that we've spawned at a village, it honestly looks like a normal village. It replaces the villagers with the actual people, and they have names. For Gorgi, for Giz, I don't even know how to pronounce that. That's a ridiculous name, but it's quite cool. Not only that, you can also interact with people. So I can right click on Alfred, and I can talk, and just, he's like, wow, are you an adventurer? How'd you get here? And I could just say, exploring, just chat with them. And you can see down on the left-hand side of the chat that you can interact with these people. So in addition with interacting with the villagers, there's also some items. So first one being a comb, where you can change, I want to say, your hair or the villager's hair, death and how to cure it, divorce papers if you decide to get married, engagement rings so you can marry a villager, a wedding ring, or I guess the engagement ring is to propose, the wedding ring is so you can get married, blueprints so you can manage the village that you live in, needles to change clothes or a villager's clothes, and then rose gold is what I'm about to show you what you can do with it. So I can go up to a villager and go up to Wilma and talk with her, and they chat. And then I could talk with her again, and I could tell a joke. I can interact with her and tell her locations, follow me, stay here, you know, ride a horse or armor, or even gift. So I'm gonna gift her, and I'm just gonna keep gifting her gold. So now that I've gifted this villager a bunch of stuff, I'm now engaged to her. So with this mod, you can be engaged or marry the villagers and even live in the villagers as well. This next thing is the blueprint. So I can pretty much change my rank, catalog things, see a list of villagers within the village I'm in, the rules, and then I think I can just refresh it. So I can add a room, remove buildings, or go to advanced and restrict access, add building, and so on and so forth. So with the cataloging, pretty much you can build various things like storage for taxes, blacksmith, an infirmary, graveyard, a library, and so on and so forth. Not enough animations. For the mod, not enough animations, I think is a really cool one. The thing about this mod, it adds animations for various types of things for your character. Like when using a spyglass, you can put your arm up, or when eating food, you tend to put your arm up, or even climbing ladders, which shows an animation of you climbing a ladder. I think not enough animations is a pretty cool one in my personal opinion, as it kind of just makes the game a little bit more visually aesthetic. I think it makes it just look smoother in my personal opinion. So definitely another mod that I would add to your game. Presence Footsteps. The Present Footsteps I think is a really nice mod. Pretty much Present Footsteps adds the sound of footsteps based on the type of block you're walking on. So grass. So grass, stone, and wood, and polished diorite all have different types of sound effects, and most of the blocks do. I think it's a very cool sound aesthetic mod to add to your game, as it kind of tells the difference of what type of block or material you're walking on. No real magic. No real magic is practically a snow mod. It just makes the snow particles and the snow effects a lot prettier. It allows snow to stack, and I think it just adds a really nice vibe during the winter season into the game. Structory. So Structory is a mod that pretty much adds random structures within your world. It adds chests with loot and little structures with various things such as beds and nice decorated interiors as well. There's more Structories pretty much with every biome that's within the game, and I honestly think it's a great mod to have, as it kind of shows that the world's been lived in. It's not just a Minecraft world where you collect your resources and whatever you build is in it, but it shows that there's life out within the world. Terralith. So Terralith is a world generation mod. The thing that I really like about Terralith is that it honestly just makes the world very beautiful and doesn't add any custom blocks. All the blocks that are used for Terralith are vanilla blocks, so it shouldn't add any overhaul to your world. With Terralith also adds cool random generated stuff or structures, such as this little well, and so on and so forth. And I think that's honestly a pretty cool thing. Terralith honestly makes the world very beautiful, and I think it's a must-have. To be honest, not only does it make Minecraft feel absolutely new, but I think it makes it look a lot more beautiful within the environment, and just makes it look a lot more polished. Visual Workbench. Next mod is Visual Workbench. Now, for those who are wondering, well, what's Visual Workbench? Pretty much you can open up your crafting bench. I'm going to craft a diamond sword, and I can leave it there, and it will show the materials that I have and put the item that I'm crafting above the structure, which honestly I think is super cool and adds a nice little effect to crafting benches. Visuality. So Visuality is honestly a cool mod that just adds visuals to ores and armor. As you can see, my diamond armor is kind of sparkling, and honestly that's kind of the mod. Not only does it add it to armor, but it also adds it to the ores itself. So when you're in caves, you can see the nice sparkling effect of ores and your armor. It'll make it stand out. When dungeons arise. Dungeons Arise is a massive dungeon generator which gathers plenty of dungeons and generates them randomly on your worlds to ensure glorious adventures and challenges. We took a step away from standard vanilla structures, resulting in opposing dungeons to lose yourself into. Obviously, I'm not the creator of the mod, but honestly, that's the angle that the mods went for. And honestly, it's pretty cool. You don't see a mushroom zombie riding a cow. You know, that's pretty new. Obviously, when venturing into these dungeons, you need to be wary. These opponents aren't easy to beat, but also the loot is very, very good when it comes to these dungeons, and there's many of them. There's a diamond sword in this little barrel, with knockback 1. From a barrel, which is insane. So I would say Dungeons Arise is honestly a great mod, adding not only structures, mobs, and challenges, but also just adding adventure in general. I think it's a mod that I think every player should use, and I think it's a mod that adds a lot to the game and honestly makes it seem like a new game as well. Xaero's Minimap. Xaero's Minimap. It's a self-explanatory mod, honestly. It just adds a mini-map to the top of your left-hand side of the screen. I think it's honestly a really cool mod. Not only can you set waypoints, but also it allows you to set waypoints and see how far they are, so you can find out where different things are. So you can set your home, things that you want to come back and adventure to, and not only that, if you hold Z, It'll enlarge the map in your top left-hand corner as well, so you can see what's around. Not only does it show mobs and red dots, but it also shows other mobs within the yellow dots on the map. Honestly, I think that's a really cool feature, and honestly, I think it's a mod that a lot of people should use. Also, I think it's a mod that Minecraft should just add to the game and make an option of if you can use a minimap or not. I understand that they have maps, but I think honestly minimaps showing you where mobs are and stuff like that and showing you structures nearby is honestly really cool. Not only that, at a higher definition than what a regular map in Minecraft shows as well. Mouse Wheelie. Last but not least, the last mod part of this video is a Mouse Wheelie mod. Mouse Wheelie mod, obviously, it's just where you take items within your inventory. You can use your scroll wheel to make them shift into your inventory, or you can make them shift back onto your hotbar. Honestly, I think it's a really cool thing in my personal opinion, and kind of adds a nice little effect to the inventory system. So with that being said, guys, honestly, that's all the mods that I really wanted to show you guys today. If you guys are interested in playing the mod pack or any of these mods, I'll leave my mod pack that I created down in the description below. All the mods that I showcased today are in that mod pack, also with the addition of a few more that I just didn't showcase, as I just didn't see them as very relevant. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hit that like button and definitely subscribe. All support is appreciated. Definitely leave a comment down below what you guys thought of the video and what your guys' favorite mod was, and if you guys have any other mods that you personally play with that you think adds fun and new characteristics to Minecraft, you know, share that down below with not only me but the other people within this video. I will put down the link below in the description for this mod pack so you guys can play it yourself. Expect a hardcore series coming with this mod pack that I plan on doing, and yeah, at the end of the day, guys, just keep it simple.